Michael Jordan, one of my favorite quotes by him, people know that I can accept failure, but I can't accept not trying. But then there's one that stood out to me. It says this, it says about mindset. It says you have to expect things of yourself before you can do them. Okay. So you have to expect things. You have to tell yourself by training your mind. You have to expect it before it can happen. And this isn't the secret or these other things. This is just a normal practicality. If you're going to have a beautiful wife one day, you have to start taking the proper steps, right, to engage yourself, to eat right, right? Whether it's one thing may be out of place, we're working on other stuff, right? To save our money, to go to the right place to find that right woman. It's these things. We have to expect it before it happens. So my journey kind of starts here real quickly. My father was in sales, when I was a young man. We lived a good life. My dad worked in tech sales. I didn't know. Here's the crazy cat. I had no idea that SaaS or this environment, this tech type of environment ever existed in my home. It just didn't connect. So my dad made good money. My parents got divorced at when I was aged 12. When my dad left, living in the suburbs kind of felt, I don't know if you can equate with this, it felt like I was living in the hood. Electricity was off. We just didn't have the things that we needed to, take care of. I excelled in football, so sports mentality has always been something that has saved me from myself. And what I'm saying is, the reason why I'm sharing this is an outlet, whatever it may be, whether you love chess, whether you love drawing, an outlet to get away from the negative you is going to be a great outlet. So my outlet was football. And I got away from the fussing and fighting at home. I got away from, my mom and dad arguing. I got away from everything and I just focused on football. I went to Northwood University straight out of high school. And I was a knucklehead. I was running around in the streets. Me and Antoine, we have similar stories. I was an imposter. I didn't belong there, right? Because of rejection. And if I'm speaking to somebody, what I'm saying by this is rejection. And I'm not saying this is you, but I'm saying this was me, and maybe you can relate. Because of the things that I went through, I was often told and seldomly believed that I would amount to anything because of the choices that I made. But the reason I made those choices, I was hurt inside. I'd go smoke, a few blunts here. I'd go have a drink here. I'd go chase this woman here. I'd go down to the wrong parts of the neighborhoods here. I'd skip class here because you know what? I just felt like I didn't belong, but I also made an excuse because I was rejected and I felt abandoned. And you know what? None of my friends in my community, whether they were African-American, Indian, white, whoever it was, they never, I didn't hang around the right type of people to encourage the right mindset. So when you have the wrong circles, when you're not a truth seeker, okay, that term means when I'm not being vulnerable and I'm being open about some of the strongholds that are stopping me. And sometimes at a young age, we just aren't mature enough to see that. So then we deal with the repercussions of our choices and decisions. This creates a snowball effect. And for me, when I went to Northwood, I had a child quickly. I got in, started having fun. I got in trouble, quickly when I was there. I could not handle the responsibility of freedom because I was isolated from it. And some of you might be saying, hey, I'm finding myself in that same situation where I was there. Because I got this X amount of money, because I got this X amount of freedom, I really suffered from this because I never really had a taste of this. So I went crazy. I went ham. I exploded. And that's where I found myself as a young man that did not know how to handle power. And because of that, it created pride. Okay. And when and not to turn this into a sermon, but one good book says this, that pride comes before the fall. All right. And the reason why this happens to me, what this happened to me to transition, on where I'm finding myself in my career now, here I am, in debt at school. Here I am back here in Ypsilanti working at an oil shop. All right. And just like Antoine, he chose some of these earlier better decisions, right? That's why I listen to his point of view. One thing that I can tell you about Antoine, reason why I really am excited and fired up, I'm containing it well, but I'm excited right now. The reason I'm excited is here you have a guy, with and we'll get into it with leveled careers and some of these things and these outlets he's created for us. But you have a gentleman here that even though some things were slighted and difficult, you have the right decisions being made at the end of the day. Now, this is very important to your success getting into tech sales. You have to pull away from the noise. You have to pull away from people telling you things. You have to pull away from where you're currently working now. And you have to, even if I can say this to you, and I'm not trying to get involved in your finances, I'm telling you, and I'm going to tell you that I'm the guy that didn't have any money. I'm going to tell you that I'm the guy that is still fighting back. But, I'm thankful for where I'm in. But if you got $20 to save up every 2 weeks, you put it away so you can take that course. You put it away so you can get that information. You put it away so you can buy that Audible book. Okay? That audio book so you can train yourself. And I'm sure if you've been on this is your first time watching this video, then I'd encourage you to go back and look at some of Antoine's other videos, because you will see that how he's prepared you for this journey. And the reason why I am here, segueing into the rest of this conversation, is because I found the information at Black Heights life-changing. I found every video that Antoine would take. And I'm going to tell you this is a normal guy. He works a career. He's a hard worker. And we have to honor and respect that this man gets on here. Right now, he's with his family, or right now he's doing business and he's on here. And this is taking time is money when you get to this level. He is pouring in jewels and diamonds into us. And the reason why I keep on, going back to this is because these videos on Black Heights, when you get off of this video today, start back at the beginning. And if you've watched them again, go back and start going through some of the short videos on YouTube. Start going back to some of the longer videos about if you're a truck driver, here's how you're going to make, thousands of dollars in tech sales. Even if you're not a truck driver, watch those videos. So you start to get ingrained in your mentality that, it's my mindset. It's not the negative self-talk. It's not rejection. So what? My mom didn't have enough money to do. So what? My dad, he wasn't in my life. So what? Yeah, I made a mistake here. It's about right this minute, am I willing to change my mindset? Because Antoine Wade worked at Menards. Shane Dennis over here, worked at the oil shop. Right now where I'm working, that doesn't have to be my forever. And then we're going to share with you, how to scale out of that place once you watch those videos to level up and get your mindset to create action for you, right? Because that's the next step. Antoine, how do you feel about that before we continue? If you could touch on that, right? Because I'm sitting with the legendary man himself, and I got to know what you feel about this right now, man. How do you feel about that?
Shane, man, you cooking, man. I told you, just like when you're going to get in here, man, I'm going to let you talk, and I'm just going to let you talk. Right? People all the time, Shane, right? You go back and watch it. And what's important, too, is this, Shane, right? Go back and watch the videos. Go back and watch the videos from 3 years ago. Yeah. And they've seen the transformation from Antoine as well, too. Right? You've seen the transformation, guys. So I can get on here till I'm blue in the face. Your Shane is absolutely right. I got the family outside. We're chilling here in this nice, beautiful city. We're enjoying it, but I'm only able to do that because of the hard work that I consistently put in. But I'm gonna tell you like this, though. It is with the support of you all, the ladder climbers that I have on here watching this channel today, that keeps me doing it over and over and over and over again. And not only that, meeting wonderful individuals like Shane that consistently gives me that energy. I'm like, Shane, keep going, bro. Like I'm fired up right now. I'm about to, let's go. Let's go. Keep going, man.
And congratulations on, I believe I'm saying this correctly, but either you hit that set tier amount on quota or your bonus so you can enjoy some extra time with your family. I believe you said that in a couple videos ago. Is that right?
You know it, man. You know it. I'm always getting to that battle, man. We got another President's Club trip coming up in a month from now. So, and that's going to be in Cabo. So we are doing what we're supposed to do. We are doing what we're supposed to do and absolutely enjoying it. I say this, right? Sales is where it is. I've learned it. I would not trade it at all. It's where I'm supposed to be. And that's where I want to continue to tell individuals, if that's the path that they want to take in the tech career, go that path, because that's where you're going to make the most money. And not only you're going to make the most money, you're going to be able to support the family and your loved ones the most, right? Because you have that bag that you're getting. But even if it's not tech sales, it could be cybersecurity, like your brother PBO and brother Scott and any of those other, they pay extremely well, which will allow for you to take care of your loved ones and take care of yourself and so forth. that's what we talk about on the channel, man. That's what we talk about on the channel. But you're absolutely right, Shane. We get to the bag. We're having fun. We're going to continue to do it.